Assassins in One Piece are some of the most overlooked characters when it comes to strength in the One Piece universe. There are many different assassin organizations throughout the One Piece world, such as Cypher Pull, the Don Quixote family, Baroque Works, and so many more that are a lot more smaller scale. Cypher Pull is definitely the largest assassin organization that we know of, consisting of members such as Rob Lucci, Kaku, Guernica. These are some of the strongest characters that we've ever seen in the One Piece verse. Guernica was able to distract Luffy and allow Kaido to get a good hit on him. Guernica is such a smart character that he knew that Kaido was not going to take this intervention in his fight for nothing. Guernica stood up and stood right in front of Kaido, waiting for his attack. Lucci and Kaku are definitely a little bit scummier than Guernica was. We see them many times switching up on the Straw Hats, telling them one thing and then doing something completely different, especially in the Egghead arc. They've told the Straw Hats that they would help them fight, and then they tried to fight back against them. It doesn't really make much sense, considering how much of a low diff fight it was between the Straw Hats and the Cypher Pull agents, Kaku and Rob Lucci. Different assassin organizations, such as Baroque Works, actually performed assassinations to try to gain influence and control of the country of Alabasta. This was in the end unsuccessful, as we know that Luffy successfully defeated Crocodile at Alabasta. But one thing to note about Alabasta is that Robin herself admitted that she was actually an assassin to Usopp when joining the Straw Hat Pirates. This is something of note, and I think that a lot of people overlook this, especially considering the importance that Alabasta has on the overarching One Piece story, considering poneglyphs, ancient weapons, and so many more different elements. I think that Robin is potentially still an assassin. That was most likely Oda's original goal for her. She is potentially searching to kill someone. A lot of people might assume that her enemy was Crocodile, but I don't think that this is the case. I think that her enemy is someone different. Maybe she knows something that she learned when she was reading and learning the ancient language, and maybe this gave her an enemy, and that she has the goal someday of eliminating this enemy. This would make a lot of sense, in my opinion, and I think that it would line up with Robin's character and her current archaeological role on the Straw Hat Pirates. Other organizations, such as the Don Quixote family, also consist of assassins. Baby Five was an assassin for the Don Quixote Pirates, and Doflamingo's trust in her, I think, was exemplified when he sent her to Punk Hazard in an attempt to rescue Caesar Clown and defeat the Straw Hats. Doflamingo would not have sent her in if he thought she was going to lose. Doflamingo is a very smart and calculating character. He is one of the only pirates who said openly that he was not going to underestimate the Straw Hats. That tends to be a lot of the Straw Hats' enemies' pitfalls, is they underestimate them and they downplay them. This is seen with Kaido. There is so many examples of this in the One Piece story, and he was certain to not make that same mistake, but it still ended up resulting in the same fate, his defeat. This just shows that the Straw Hats are such a strong force, and I don't think that it goes to show the weakness of assassins in One Piece. I think it just goes to show the strength of the Straw Hat Pirates. Other assassins that we are introduced to during the Punk Hazard arc of One Piece are Kelly and Bobby Funk. These are two very, very interesting characters, as not a lot was revealed about them other than their devil fruits. They have very interesting devil fruit abilities, and I think that we might see more of them later on in the story. A lot of people incorrectly assume that they are members of the Straw Hat Grand Fleet, considering almost all of the fighters in the Dressrosa tournament ended up joining the Straw Hat Grand Fleet, but they actually did not. They are mercenaries for hire, meaning that they were just there on business, and that's not really going to change their overarching goals. We don't know what their goals are. That's all I have for this video on One Piece Assassins. Make sure to comment your favorite assassin in One Piece, and subscribe for more One Piece content.